I wasn't going to make a video on this whole Iwata thing. I mean, death. I watched a video from Arsenal. You know, death affects people differently. I've seen a couple videos. I've seen a few videos actually. Dude straight up crying. And I watched a video just now from Blackbuster Critic, and he's on a rant about people mocking the death of this guy and this and that, and I'm not trying to come off insensitive, but Blackbuster, he starts crying. Now, I tune into Blackbuster. I've watched Blackbuster for years. And he starts crying. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, what is really going on here? You know what I mean? I've seen some other dudes crying over this Iwata guy. Look, a lot of people say that I try to be like an alpha male on here. I don't play any kiddie games because I claim to be this big, tough guy. But if you watch my videos, you'll see none of that crap ever comes out of my mouth. See, no, that's just people jumping to conclusions. I never claim I don't play those type of games because I'm, Mr. He-Man over here. That ain't what it is. I don't play those games because they don't appeal to me. You know what I mean? But the point of the video is, how are you so emotional? How do people become so emotionally attached to people that they don't know? Well, they had so much influence. Okay, what does that mean? You don't know the person. You don't know the guy. You're crying over somebody that doesn't know you, that doesn't give two shits about you, that wouldn't bat a fucking eyelash if you died. Let alone even hear about it. And you people are crying and making tribute videos and all types of crazy shit. What the hell does gaming really mean to you? I thought it was a hobby. But I mean, it's like, sweet God, what is this shit? Is this like a way of life for you people? You know what I mean? Like, okay, Tony Scott died. Tony Scott's a director, and I've enjoyed several of his movies. Top Gun, Man on Fire. Man on Fire is one of my favorite movies ever. And I was like, oh man, Tony Scott died? That sucks. And that was about the extent of it. That was the extent. I didn't lock myself in my room and start crying. Do I cry when I lose people that I know? I lost my brother in arms, man. My brother in arms, and I was an emotional train wreck at the funeral because I knew this guy. He was like my brother. I'm not going to go into the damn details, okay? But I would have died for this guy. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even maintain my composure at the funeral. I had to get up and walk out. And it was an open casket, and that shit was rough. My grandparents died. That was the roughest death ever for me in my life. You know what I mean? And thinking about it, a lot of times chokes me up. But to get emotionally, the way you guys get emotional over people, that you help me to understand what he's a video game creator. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like this guy created air conditioning. And even so, why would you cry? It's like, you know what, damn, man, that sucks. He had a good life. He rest in peace. I don't even know why you're giving my condolences to who? You don't know him. You don't know his family. Who are you saying rest in peace to? His spirit is not looking down on you. He's not concerned with you. If you believe in a higher power and you believe this man went to a better place, he doesn't hear you. So who are you making these videos for? Who are you really trying to appease with this crap? You know what I mean? Now look, you're probably going to look at me as being disrespectful or whatever. And like Arsenal said, people handle death differently. I don't understand. Maybe, like he said, maybe you've just never went through loss in your life, in your protected, sheltered little lives. And if you have, what in God's name are you doing crying over a corporate leader, a corporate president? I like the Xbox. Phil Spencer dies. Damn, that sucks. I move on. The Sony guy, who Mark Cerny, whatever. He dies. oh well, shit happens. Life happens. Let's say somebody that I watch, if Blackbuster Critic died, that would upset me because I feel like I kind of know the guy. I've watched. I probably wouldn't cry over it. I'll be real to the game, but I'm like, damn, man, that sucks. That really sucks, man, because I feel like I know the dude. I've talked to him very rarely, but I've talked to him in the past. Watched videos of him. It's like in this community, maybe then I could understand because you have direct contact with these people. A guy that made video games or made movies or made a product that you buy? What the fuck are you crying about? Anyways, this video's dragged on long enough. I don't understand this shit. I really don't. Maybe just games weren't a part of my childhood. Maybe I don't live and breathe game. If gaming goes away tomorrow, I don't care. But I love movies. I love movies. Have always been awesome to me. I've always been a movie buff. And when actors die that I like, I don't sit back and cry. Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, what you're shitting on your name, by the way, Arnold, with that Terminator Genesis tragedy. If he died, it's like, damn, man, that sucks. I wouldn't cry. Paul Walker. Oh my God, Paul. It's like, do you realize the life this guy led? Do you even understand? He lived better in his 40 years than 99.9% of us will in 80. How many chicks you think he slayed at the same time? I mean, God, man, look, I just don't get it. I don't get it. If you look at this as me just making a video for views and this and that, you're just an insensitive asshole. Think what you want. Think what you want. You got no clue who I am. And I got no clue who you are. That's why I'm asking a simple question. How can you cry over somebody that you don't even fucking know? You know what I mean? He could have had and I'm not trying to I'm not trying to shit on the guy's memory. I'm really not, okay? And I'm being legit with that. But you don't know what kind of man this guy is? You really don't. You don't. You have no clue. All you know is what you've been told, what you've heard, what you've read. What kind of man was Iwata? Nobody knows but people that were in direct contact with him. You know what I mean? This guy could have been, like, deep down, a fucked up individual. And I'm not saying he was, so put the pitchforks down. But just think about it for a minute, man. You people idolize and praise people that you don't even fucking know. And it makes zero sense. That's all I got. I'll holler at you later. Oh, stand back.